Hello viewers, 4DIYers here with an tutorial video for everyone. In this particular video here, I'll be doing a demonstration on how to apply a plastic dip to your vehicle's grills. This tutorial does not involve sanding down the existing surface, therefore if you do wish to remove the product, it'll be as if it never existed. Also, don't forget to check out my website at www.4DIYers.com or click on the link in the description below. First, start by washing your vehicle down. This will remove any dirt, dust, or bug stains on your vehicle that could affect the adhesion and surface finish. Ensure that the area is fully dried as well, because any water or form of moisture can affect the plastic dip coating. Give the surface of the grill a good wipe down using rubbing alcohol or any other form of degreaser, which will remove any leftover residue from the soap, bugs, dirt, or even oil from our skin. Next, apply some type of barrier behind the grill, which will prevent any overspray from getting any objects in behind that grill, such as the radiator. Some vehicles can be easier to gain access to behind the grill than compared to others. Materials which then can be used for a barrier include cardboard, paper, tape, or plastic. With this particular vehicle, it does have a hood latch in behind the grill, which does work on a spring-loaded mechanism and does pop out automatically. What I'm doing here is applying an elastic band, which allows it to pull it back into place, which doesn't cause any issues when I'm applying the plastic dip to the grill. Next, I'll apply a couple small blocks under the hood, wrapped in cloth so it doesn't scratch the paint. This will ensure the hood doesn't close, which won't allow me to open it afterwards, considering I do have this spring-loaded latch hidden behind the grill. Tape off the areas around the outside of the grill. Now, styles will vary depending on what type of vehicle you do have, therefore masking techniques will vary as well. For this particular vehicle, the grill is located on the hood assembly, therefore I'll be leaving about an inch gap of exposed paint. Then the rest will be masked off using tape and paper. Overspray from the plastic dip can be easily removed by using a microfiber cloth, but I'd rather reduce any added steps afterwards. Give the area an extra wipe down again with the rubbing alcohol, just to ensure that there is no contaminants on the surface. Shake the plastic dip according to the instructions listed on the side of the can. When applying the first coat, start with the harder to work areas first and don't worry about the easily accessible areas just yet. In this situation, I'll be applying the plastic dip to the slats. Also, when starting with your first coat, only apply a light mist, then allow for it to set up before the next coat. Allow 5 to 10 minutes setup time, and this will be dependent on your climate or weather conditions. Apply the second coat, still focusing on the harder to reach areas, and allow it to set up again before the next coat. Moving on to the third coat, we can then focus on the more exposed area. Again, allow it to set up before the next coat. Apply a fourth coat, which may or may not be your final coat depending on the coverage. When applying the final coat, this does need to be a thicker coat, which allows the product to have a nice, smooth, non-textured surface. Be sure to apply a little thicker coat on the adjacent areas as well, meaning the painted surface, which will allow for easier removal after when peeling the product off. Allow for the plastic dip to somewhat cure before removing the tape and excess material on the paint. This will be depending on your climate as to how fast the coating will cure. I left mine for about 45 minutes and it was still slightly soft. If the coating is still soft, it does make it a lot harder to remove as compared to when it's fully cured, because it will break off into small little portions instead of coming off in one solid piece. As you can see, there will be a clean transition line between the grill and the adjacent surface. Allow the product to fully cure for about 12 hours. Again, this will be dependent on your climate and how quick it will cure. I did, however, start driving my vehicle the next day with no issues. You will notice over the next day or two that the coating will still have somewhat of a typical rubberized sticky texture. Once it fully cures, it will be smooth once you run your fingers across the surface. So this concludes the rest of my tutorial video. If you have any comments or questions, please don't hesitate to post them below. Also, please subscribe to my channel and like my video. Thank you for watching.